It's Madden NFL 23. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Ready, set!
Throwing to start the drive. Caps. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. An early task. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Caps.
And all that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game. Down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
We're pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And what a game he is coming off of.
Oh, unbelievable.
Absolutely. And you know how much I love the history of the game. He broke a record held by the Dutchman, Norm van Brocklin, right? You got to go all the way back to 1951, and he threw for 554 yards in that game. and later won a championship as a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960.
And now that record has been set anew. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Howard. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10.
Down at the 31. Looking to throw. Howard.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller.
Comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last?
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29s. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Caps. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Howard. And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Howard.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
trying to run for it with Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, that's the first thing the coach tells his defense. Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Caps. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Looking to throw. Howard. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Back to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about
pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Caps. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Throwing on first down. Caps. And he's got his big tight end here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Caps. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Back to throw. Caps. And that would be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. defense takes over to spot the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Howard throwing on first down. Left side of the lane. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Howard. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating to use a boxing analogy. With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On third down, Robinson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This is taken at the 23. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Howard.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Caps.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Complete, it's Dodson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, Caps throwing left side, it's complete.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is indeed good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Okay, ready?
Now Howard, a final shot before break.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people in big games as well.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howard.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Howard. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Running with Elliott. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. To throw is Howard on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
19 tight.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there. Shut.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
They'll look to throw again.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Here's Howard on 3rd down. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
Come on, come on. 18
Looking to throw. Howard. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
After right down the middle. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the 2nd half. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Caps. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Needed 13. They got 14 on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Caps. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Caps. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Down defense. Breaking in the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Finally able to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this this will stay a 3-touchdown game. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you can probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
Come back, team! Come back, team!
Howard now, throwing to start the drive. Got a man, it's Darren Waller.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 31 yards. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Arlington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Kind of picked themselves up from that one.
On first down, Caps. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. Looking to throw. Caps.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Caps. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Washington on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Okay, ready?
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Wrapped up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Throwing to start the drive. Howard. Throw right side, going to be caught by Nola. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full hit. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
And here we go on the next drive for Washington. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing on 1st down. Caps. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Caps. Wide open receiver complete.
They'll get it inside the 20.
A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Hold it ready. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hurt. Hustle.
Howard throwing on 4th down. This is caught inside the 15.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cowboys, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week.
Meanwhile,